Hello everyone and welcome back. Now, let's talk about food again. Now this will probably be the last video about food because in this video I have covered everything. I've covered all ingredients and I'm pretty sure every single recipe in the game so far that you can make. So without further ado, let's get started. But beforehand, please like the video to help it grow in the YouTube algorithm. And also please subscribe, that'll be awesome. So, as you can see, I've now put everything in the house if you've watched my last two videos. If not, I'm going to drop a link below. It's about beginners tips about cooking and advanced tips for cooking. But this video is going to be the expert, so it's going to cover everything. So if we go over to the cauldron, as you can see, I can craft every single recipe in the game, I believe. And if not, by the way, then please in the comments drop it below if there's anything I missed, but I'm very sure that this is every single recipe that you can make in the game. So, I've also got some ingredients. Now I'm going to cover these because I've tried to put every single ingredient that you pretty much need to make all of these recipes above, as you can see down on this side. So, I'm going to cover every single recipe. So I'm just going to go from the rubbish ones all the way up to the expert ones. So, the first one is the carrot soup, which gives you 20 health and 60 stamina and lasts for 1500 seconds, and it's got a 2 HP healing tick. Now, to craft the carrot soup, it's a nice and easy one. It's good for beginners. All you need is a mushroom, which you can get in the meadows, and carrots. Now I'm going to explain how to get carrots properly and also turnips in a minute. The next one is Queen's jam. We all have a bit of Queen's jam. The reason for that is because it's easy to make again. You only need 8 raspberries, which you'll find in the meadows, and blueberries, which are found in the Black Forest. They're both really easy to get. You'll get a health buff of 30, stamina of 40. It lasts for 1200 seconds and gives you a 2 HP tick buff as well with healing. The next one, which is the turnip stew. Now, to create this little meal, you're going to need some raw meat, which you can just get from wild boars or deers, and some turnip. Now, I'm going to show you how to get the turnip and the carrot. So you'll need to grow them. Now to grow them you're going to need the cultivator, which is in my hand here. I'm just going to walk you around the back because this is where I grow all my stuff. As you can see, I've got some turnips growing and some carrots growing, and I've also got a beehive here which I make my honey from. Now you're going to need carrot seeds. To get them, you'll get them from harvesting flowers in the Black Forest. And the turnip seeds, again, you'll need to harvest flowers but in the swamps. And then you'll get the seeds. Then with the cultivator, you can then, I can't plant it at the minute, but you just press turnip and you can select where you want it, and the same for carrots. So the turnip stew will give you a 50 health buff, a 50 stamina. It will last for 1600 seconds and a healing of 2 HP per tick. Nice easy one to make. The next one, if you're getting a bit more advanced, is the bread. Now to make bread, you need barley flour. That's it. Now to get barley flour, you will need to get yourself barley. Now to get barley, you will find it in the plains biome in the game, which is a big open area basically. Once you get that, you will need to get yourself a windmill. So there we go, windmill. So what you need to do is place your barley in there. It will do its thing, and then you can collect the barley flour from the bottom. So there we go. Now the bread, once you've got barley in the flour, it's a really good one to do because it's quite easy to make and you get a 40 health buff. 70 stamina, and it will last for 1800 seconds, and it will give you a healing of 2 HP. Now, another one that isn't on the bottom line, but is a recipe, is the sausages. Now, the sausages are just along here. Now, to craft them, you will need entrails. To get them, you will need to kill the undead, which are located in the swamps. Now, they're called dragger or something like that, but basically it's the undead. Once you kill them, they will drop entrails. Then you need 1 raw meat and 4 thistle, which again you'll find in the Black Forest. Now, sausages are really good because they're quite easy to make early game, and you'll get a health buff of 60, 40 stamina. It will last for 1600 seconds, and it's got a really decent healing of 3 HP per tick. So really worth doing on that one as well. These last 3 are the hardest to make, but they are the 3 best recipes in the game. The first one is fish wraps. Now, fish wraps are really good, however they're a bit tricky to make. The reason they're a little bit tricky to make is because you need cooked fish. Now, cooked fish is one of the hardest ones for me to get. The reason being is because you need a fishing rod, and at the top on here, fishing bait. Now, the reason this is quite tricky to get is because the fishing rod and the fishing bait you can't craft, you have to buy it. Now, where do you buy it? You buy it from a gentleman trader called Haldor. Now, Haldor is randomly generated in the game at a certain location. Now, the location will be different from me to you to anybody else, and that's the reason it's hard. But as soon as you find him, you will then wonder why in the game you're collecting gold coins. You then spend the gold coins with Haldor, and you can buy a fishing rod. Now, the fishing rod costs 350 gold coins. Fishing bait is quite cheap, it's only 10 gold coins, and you do get 50 lots of bait. So, once you have got your fishing rod and your fishing bait, all you need to do is select your fishing rod, launch it, and then after a while a fish will grab on, then you can just reel him in. And it's as easy as that, really. Just reel him in, wait for something to get put on there, and then you can cook it. So once you've done all your fishing, just cook them on the cooking rack, and you've got your cooked fish. Mix that with the barley flour, you'll get the fish wraps. Fish wraps will give you 60 health, 90 stamina, it will last for 2,400 seconds, it's a really long time, and healing of 4 per tick of healing, which is really, really good. The next one is one of my favourites, probably one of the best in the game. Now, the locks are located again in the plains biome. They are like trolls in the way that they're beastie, and they do absorb a lot of damage, and they do give a lot of damage, so just make sure you keep your distance and hit them with the bow. Once killed, you can collect your lox meat, just cook it, and there it is there. And then the barley flour, and again 80 health, stamina of 80, it will last for 2,400 seconds and 4 HP per tick of healing. Absolutely incredible. The last but not least is the serpent stew. Now, the serpent stew again is quite hard to make because you have to kill serpents, but all you need is a mushroom, which are really easy to get just in the meadows and stuff, nice and easy. The cooked serpent meat, now like I said, the serpent you're going to have to get yourself onto a boat. Use a harpoon. You can use a bow if you wanted to. If you haven't, get yourself a harpoon, which to get that you need some chitin, which you'll get on the back of sea turtles, and then 2 honey. Now, honey you'll find them at abandoned houses and the swamps. Once you break a hive, because it will be a hive, you'll also receive a queen bee, and with that you can actually make your own beehive, which I had round the back earlier with the carrots and the turnips. And again, 80 health, 80 stamina, it will last for 2,400 seconds and 4 HP per tick of healing. Now, as you can see, my health down at the bottom, it's not a lot, If I quit the top 3, look at that massive bonus. And look at the healing, it just goes from 25 straight up to 67. And again, so it's adding 42 of health per tick. That's immense. And there we go, straight up to the top, I've got a maximum of 240 health. That's monstrous, that is so good. Along with that, my stamina bar, it just keeps going. It's amazing. So if you can get all 3 of those recipes, you're going to be so godly. It's unreal. Thanks everybody for watching. Like I said, please like the video, it'll help it grow in the algorithm. Please subscribe to the channel. I've got some more exciting Valheim videos to come. Thanks for watching, it's been great. Cheers!